from the Rebels. Not really expecting too much, but maybe that could give them some form early on. We'll have to wait and see.
Pistol round is live. We've got P250s on Brokey, on Kerrigan. And the Rebels defense is scurrying towards the B bomb site. A very passive setup at A. It's just Olymp way, way back in CT spawn with a deep angle towards A main. And this looks like it should be a little bit of a fake. So it's going to sell this stack way, way harder than they probably realize.
They probably feel like, damn, we made the right call. Everyone's getting excited. You get 4 players on the right side of the map, and then you realize you're playing against Kerrigan, and he's called you out. So he's gone to the A site. He's got the pack over there, and Rain's got that first kill. Kisserite goes down. Kerrigan follows up, and the pack are planting over on that A bomb site.
Yep, and now they know. Now they know, but they got to get past this P250. Kerrigan toying with them. Player out towards long. Kerrigan recovers and can't land the shot quite yet. Out of ammunition, reloading, but he's occupying 2 people here for so long. So long, there's no way to see how they get back in this round.
Yeah, the time is ticking on, and all that time has allowed Frozen to get a deep position and execution from behind. Just Olymp left, and time is gone. Not enough of it. He's going to run away, and that's got to feel rough if you're the Rebels. FaZe with a nice little fake in the pistol.
Yeah, that stat goes from like, oh, we've made the right call, this is awesome, into, oh, they just faked us so hard, so hard. It even pulled Olymp as a 5th player away from the A bomb site, so they didn't even get the information until it was far too late. 1-0 for FaZe in their map pick.
It could be a really good time for Frozen to come into this team. Obviously, people were kind of shocked at Twist's departure, but you know, we win a bunch of competitions at the start of CS2. Then you start losing. You know, you're not getting those finals going your way, and then bringing in a new. You know,
I think more than anything, it was reinvigorating and kind of refreshing to get like a new voice, something new in the team to focus on. They do, in other parts of that interview that I'm sure will be played, they discussed just like the feeling of. Kind of what everyone had sort of assumed towards halfway last year, of just like being stuck in that rut of like waiting for CS2, it not kind of coming out and being in limbo, and
it just won a Grand Slam. They didn't have the next objective.
Yeah, lack a little bit of loss of motivation, not really sure where to put their energy, you know, at certain points during the year, and that kind of bringing Frozen in was like a whole new like a refreshing influx of energy that they can kind of lap.
It's stressful to say the least with the RMR run and then the major.
And just overall disappointment.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'll beat down on anyone.
No. Well, 2-0 here for FaZe Clan. And the Rebels come in with a bye. Flay started to get going at the end of Nuke there with his AWP. It'll be cool to see if he can get it going here. He's looking deep in towards A main. He's got the right position if he wants to catch Brokey and Kerrigan. Always easy to fall back from here if they get some space on you. So he needs to hit this first shot. If Brokey is to round this corner. Oh, multiple players coming to peek, and early on the shot, trying to get away, can't do it, no cover, and he didn't make it donut before Kerrigan exploded upon him, and no one else here in the site to defend. Olymp has to do it from donut, and it's just one before he's traded.
Yeah, another follow-up challenge erupts, and Kerrigan's going to step forward into donut, gets another headshot as well.
So there we go, Rebels have to save on the other side of the map, and it just comes down to a missed shot and getting punished.
He's a little jumpy. You see him like AD that whole time while he was aiming as well?
I mean, I'd be a little shaky too.
Can't sit still. Nice and easy.
And now we chill. Now we relax. We enjoy the sauna music. I was recently doing some research into saunas, Jason.
Okay.
And
where are we going to this one?
Finnish law. You know, every public building has a sauna in it.
Really?
Yeah. And so when they were discussing in history, the Soviet Union and the Finns were talking, you know, discussing policy and the Soviet Union coming out of Finland. They discussed it in a sauna, the 2 leaders of Finland and the Soviet Union.
Cool.
So
I would, if I had a sauna, I would have my business meetings in there too.
Yeah, and they're adding a new sauna into, I believe, the United Nations are getting a sauna put into the building.
Cool.
So there you go.
Good for the UN. Put one in my house as well.
Yeah, while you're at it, I'll take one too.
That's your sauna fact of the day.
You gotta join us in the sauna, Jason.
Brought to you by Dinko. I'll have a sauna session tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah. Frozen. Kerrigan. now making their way through. And I like the look of this move for Carrigan. I no longer like the look of that move for Carrigan.
It's the worst when you're halfway through a sentence and it already turns out wrong.
Yeah, I was committed to it. I felt like a football commentator there. You're just saying the names. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Frozen. Flay.
Oh, Frozen's got a great position. Deep. Heard the footsteps already.
Here we go.
Another footstep in CT spawn. Saw a shoulder. Won't expect Flay, but it is just a USP. Oh, he senses danger. He might have caught wind of it at the very end and just drops the Molotov and bugs out and goes home. They have the B bomb site. Rain's already marched in. He's going to beat a T-sided smoke that's already been thrown.
Yeah, Rain's got a good spot taken out by Casey, and that is not what Rain was hoping for, but his teammates took him into the site. SNX on a bit of a flankaroo around the back of the ramp, and Casey with him pushes on in, but Brokey takes him out. They're not thinking about this. They're not looking towards this ramp, so this FaMass could be absolutely devastating. Brokey's locked in, second kill on Rops, and that's exactly what you ordered. SNX coming in, he's got the round here. They know the last player's in the middle, and that's the defuse being stuck.
Yeah, Frozen can't do anything. No HP, that dink from the USP. I don't even know if he would have been able to make it in time to even get a spam. He would have certainly encountered somebody. So nice win, good flank, and Rebels take advantage of a round that kind of got away from FaZe, starting with Kerrigan's solo aggression in A main.
That's one hell of a round to win for Rebels, though, considering what they brought to the table there. You know, there's a player with just a USP, so you needed the rifles to do most of the work, and that's exactly what happens. M4 and then the FaMass coming up on that flank.
It's really good trigger discipline here as well. He knew the position of the AWP and also just says, I'll leave Rops there for the moment. I'll come back for it. Nice clean kill on Brokey, allows him to transfer over with some speed.
And that's not always what happens when you're a nervous player and playing in this kind of environment going up against FaZe. You take that first opportunity to get that kill, but stays composed, has the presence of mind to get away with a second. And now we settle into this next round. FaZe have taken B lane control already. SNX still applying pressure. He's positioned himself in Jaguar. Carrigan's low. You won't be too happy with that. Brokey. Oh, here's the FaMass behind him again. And it's SNX getting one. This time Frozen trades before he can get a multi-kill. And Flay is very fortunate to still be standing. And he will get a second crack of the whip on Frozen, who was too confident to peek back into Donut.
Nicely done from Flay. Good double kill off the chaos caused by SNX's push. Passive at the B bomb site is going to give Rops and Rain a chance to get in here. They have one smoke that they can drop down, deploy towards short or long to cross in. Rain holding on to it for the moment. Needs to win that fight, and he's spot on.
Yeah, great shot from Rain. Here's Casey. Oh, dink on Rops, but the kill on Rain. The Berserker protects his teammate inside of the site. And now Flay and Kisserek trying to come back into this one. Sprinting, using utility to get through the molly quickly. They realize time is of the essence. And now with the position that Rops has got himself, that low health is somewhat cancelled out. And it's Rain who still has the strength to fight, but he's taken out by Kisserek and it's put on Rops. And usually in a clutch, you would always bank on Rops picking it up, even with the low health, but he's just down to a singular point of health. And that defuse being stuck around the corner. Maybe this is the way, but he got off it. He got off the defuse, but he's sticking it a second time, and Rops is gonna let him. Oh my, Kisserek with the double defuse, and it works out for him.
I don't even know if that was intentional.
No, it wasn't. It looked like a mistake, and he got back on it.
Yeah, it's like he had a 10-second defuse with a kit. Oh, Rain might want that peek back towards long. He was trying to thin them out to just one player before they got into the bomb site. Catch him maybe unawares, peeking down towards ramp as they cross into the bomb site, and that's just a lost fight from otherwise a good round. But this started with Flay. The op kills in middle are wonderful. Good adjustment from Kisserek here. And the awkwardness of the defuse as well.
So wild. I mean, that is the way you're going to win a 1v1 against Rops, I suppose. And here we go, Carrigan straight up with that MAC-10, sprinting his way through B lane. Not a position you see the AWP in a lot, Jason.
No, he might not want to be there when that smoke fades. I would imagine that he'll want to move at some. No, all right, I take it back.
Well then, not the position you'll be seeing the AWP in ever again.
A little bit,
I would imagine.
Too big for his britches, I imagine.
Yeah. We talked about there's a difference between being disruptive, playing an unorthodox style, and that. Unfortunately, and Raiden is just going to swing out through bottom ramp. Good headshot. That does give FaZe their second advantage in this round.
That's such a shame. And those are nice little flashbang, but there's way too many people to worry about. SNX can only get the one as Rain slides in. But these are the rounds. Those like little mistakes, and Opper taking a way too aggressive of an angle in a very tough spot to manage it. That doesn't allow you to build on any success, and Olin better have something special for us.
Well, he's got the right read. He's going back to watch Cave, and he has separated the fights into 1v1s, but he's overwhelmed. He cannot fight Frozen in a fair duel. And Kisrek better kiss this round goodbye. Unless he gets that spam, and he won't. So, out of that. Saving that M4, and that's going to be FaZe up to 4. And you just think back to the positioning of Flay early on. We sung his praises in a round previous, and this round, you gotta say it is a bit of an overstep.
Yeah, and I think that's one big difference too from like teams at the level of FaZe and teams that compete, you know, on the tier 1 circuit throughout the years versus teams that are still kind of rising up. Is I feel like that level of thought of how each position plays out, not just with the first contact, but with the follow-up of how you respond, what utility you have to use to fall back safely, that might not have been as fleshed out as Flay would have liked. And obviously punished for it. Kisarek, gonna chill. Everyone calls a stalemate, save their weapons. It's 4-2.
You're currently watching the B stream action here at IEM Katowice 2024, but there's 2 simultaneous streams running. Over on the A stream, we've got Na'Vi versus Spirit. That is an exciting game to take a look at if you're interested. That's over on ESL CS. Donk looks to be playing well again, so no surprises there.
There's more players on that team, Dinko.
None that I want to talk about. And that's even with Shiro.
Timeout from Rebels. They get a chance to talk some things over. They are buying.
What do you think if I change it to Donko?
Donko?
Yeah.
Your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Like a rebrand.
Sure.
Heading into CS2. Just an elevation. In
you could capitalize on it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It's a buy for Rebels. Whether or not it's going to get much done, yet to be seen, as the AWP from Flay is still there. It's still present. It's got to find some more impact with it than going down early on. That's the first shot, and went down early on.
His aggression has now been neutralized at both sides of the map. This is Rops shutting him down in A main, trying to peek with the op, get a deep angle, and previously it was Kerrigan with the MAC-10 over towards Cave. So that op not doing much for him. Or I should say, the aggression not doing much for him. The op and Donut was spectacular. Yeah. Now Rebels got a long time to play with the disadvantage. Peace.
Oh! Good night. Frozen with the shot straight through the smoke. There was no tracers to even come through. You could just see the little hole being created in the smoke, and that was enough. Frozen locks that in, and Olymp now picks up the AWP, sends that kill out from Donut. SNX on the double. He's wielding this FAMAS to great effect.
Yeah, he is.
I haven't seen it look this good in a long time.
They're getting spammed from the B ramp as well at the same exact time, but this is a little awkward for FaZe. They got to go get the bomb. Transfer's not there. Brokey's up. Needs this kill. He's got it. Now into a one-on-one. And Olymp is on the other side of things, and Brokey's going to bail out. Olymp is very much committed to this B site, and Brokey's already gone.
Yeah, he's just arrived. He's having a look around. He's realized, damn, Brokey has left the premises. He's gone over towards A. He's going to lock that bomb plant in, and now he's got so much time to position himself for the post plant. And when you put Brokey in a clutch on the A side of Ancient, it doesn't usually go against him. And he knows what's happening. He knows what's up. Olymp's trying to get back. He's coming through CT spawn, and Brokey's already waiting for him. No problem, no issue. Brokey gets the clutch.
Yeah, he had to kind of hustle to get over to that bomb site, and Brokey just had so many advantages. Never expected him to step forward. And Brokey just so smart, knowing, okay, 1 versus 2. We know the last time the op was spotted was towards Donut. Highly aggressive on the player in Cave, just making sure he could eliminate him before teammates arrive. Good job from SNX, but it goes to Ace. Advantages ripped out of their hand. And FaZe starting to really bring the pain.
Here comes a bit of a charge into A main. Kerrigan not slowing down, feeling confident as he gets a sense of what might be on the other side, and a weakness when it comes to the weapons. Olymp is cut through immediately. Carrigan has that A site under wraps. And it might be a flash play through the CT smoke. Hope it catches multiple players. And in fact, it has blinded a couple of the members of Rebels. And they're doing their best. They're doing some damage. Kisrek's down on 1 health, and Brokey will finish him off with the AWP.
It's a 4-round lead. And it feels like this will extend even further. Flay's got the AWP back in his hand. Let's see how he decides to play this round. 2 rounds of aggression have gone against him. I imagine we would see something a little bit more passive.
Instant smoke at red. Full commitment for Rebels to try and get mid-control and climb up heaven, but Brokey's watching for it. At least he was, but that smoke has come in to cancel that angle out. Good that smoke was in, because that would have been certainly that opening. Casey comes down the ramp, a little bit of control given over to Rebels. FaZe starting to transition even more of their resources over towards B. With Rob so deep in A main, he can come into this round later on, but it's a focus for FaZe to get through these B doors. And they've got so much utility.
As long as they don't get stuck. SNX is going to fall back from cave. Gives up any kind of crossfire they might have had. Casey just plays delay tactics. That's the last pieces of smoke they have. Utility advantage firmly the way of FaZe. And silently as they creep.
Kisrek. Not the best day at the office here for Flay. AWP misses shots right in front of him. SNX coming to clean it up. He's run out of ammo, has to go to the sidearm and can't finish off Brokey. But it's suddenly Rain, still in a 1v2, still in a deficit with 20 seconds left. He's got the bomb. He needs 1 kill and needs to commit to a bomb site as soon as he gets it, and he doesn't get that kill. Casey picks it up, and another round here for Rebels.
Man, SNX is being very impactful in some of these situations over towards Cave, over towards Jaguar. He's handling this position very, very well. Tough position to play strong, especially against a team like FaZe. But he's doing it. He's pouncing and flanking at the perfect moment. He's being aggressive and assertive, confident to make those plays when he sees the opportunity. And this is great. That's a good round, all things considered. First kill goes against Flay again with the AWP.
He's kind of saving them, actually. You know, you see, he's just pulling these rounds back, putting them in a position where they can actually compete. And FaZe, heavy A play. They like to throw this in every now and then. It can be so impactful. This is a better angle for Flay. Much better behind that box if he can pick one and fall away behind it. But he misses the shot, and now with that, it might just be the death sentence. Rain and Carrigan coming in with a double opener on this A bomb site. No limp is inside of Donut. Again, it's SNX getting a kill back to draw it into 3v3. And there's still some time left here, a lot of it. And that bomb plant is going through for FaZe.
Yeah, but they're going to know there's a good amount of the retake is going to come through Donut. It'll be Olymp and Casey. SNX is wrapping all the way around towards A main. Oh, good shot. Brokey's there with the AWP right at Temple. Both players for FaZe now in Temple.
Yeah, this is Brokey's domain. This is his position. And he's got that kill out towards Donut. Here comes SNX. Late from A main. Brokey now has to be aware of that, and he looks towards it. Smoke is up. Severs off the information flow to Brokey, who decides to drop further into the temple and rejoin Frozen from CT, who's got that kill on the immediate tap, and now Olymp has to do it, and he won't. Frozen doubles up.
That's kind of a cool little smoke tip for SNX to kind of bypass anyone playing in temple and actually get into the bomb site, just slide right through it. But an even better reposition from FaZe, from Brokey, and from Frozen in the 2v2. Neutralize it entirely and still have a clear glimpse of the bomb. Four-round lead now, and Rebels are out of funds. Out of funds to fight with, so a couple Deagles picked up, upgraded pistols. Olymp's got the Hero M4.
Yeah, he does.
And he's going to try and get in action immediately, but unfortunately, FaZe is rushing the B bomb site while this M4 is pushing out of A to see if he can get a cheeky kill. Kerrigan, if he's stuck at that angle, might have been able to have one or two.
Still has that chance, still alive, but it's Rain that's coming through with that kill.
Now the AK-47s have arrived, and that MAC-10 ain't going to get anything done.
Frozen cutting off the flank through elbow, not expecting the second player, so Olymp with that M4 salvages a kill, but it should be the save now for Olymp with that M4. He's off to save it on the A bomb site. FaZe are through to 8 rounds, and we head into the last round of the half with FaZe ahead by a significant margin.
Yeah, strong lead. And it's going to be interesting now because the T side of this can be so tough. I want to see how aggressive FaZe is going to be in middle. If they're going to be pushing up and challenging at ledge down the B lane towards double doors, if they're going to be peek and cave, we know Rain is an absolute menace in that position. And if you can't control that B lane, this map gets real small.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine that's the style FaZe will bring as well.
And we haven't seen Rebels do any of that, right? They've pushed down mid a couple times, but they're not really willing to stick around and fight for anything. I'm very curious, because if FaZe are going to run that and Rebels can't stop it, it's going to be a quick second half.
Might only be a few rounds here if they get a 9-3 half and convert a pistol one in the second. Might not get many gun rounds. Rebels just having a chat over things. And it'll be an invaluable experience coming into this tournament with the lack of experience they have. And being able to play into the group stage of Katowice up against one of the world's best. They'll take away a lot from this, but they want to give a little more too. And Frozen's pushed out through middle. Control of mid already taken by FaZe, and they've got B lane with it. They've got every part of the map you desire in the early stages of this round. Brokey posted up on top of the boxes. Waiting on an overextension. There's a bit of a push going on though, Jason. Look at this. Olimp's taking some space.
Yeah, he's probably getting a little bit bored. Ooh, good shot. I want to go back to Flay. Let's see this off in this position now. We were scratching our heads before. Let's see if it works out. Time number 2. Oh, I'm sorry, Flay.
Oh, we had to watch that thanks to you, Jason.
I'm sorry, Flay. I didn't mean to do you like that.
Oh, damn it. Olymp and Kisarek in a 2v3. Carrigan going back into the same position. Jaguar, he's got a headshot, rips it off the top of Olymp. And Kisarek now with a 1v3 on his hands, has to go for it. And he's got Carrigan. They know where he's coming from now. And that should secure this round for Frozen and Rain. But we'll see what Kisarek's got in him for this last round of this half. Jumps out, smoke in the middle of the site. Taps that defuse, doesn't stick it, and it's 9-3 for FaZe. At the turn of the first half here on Ancient, it's looking good for a 2-0 victory to kick off Katowice 2024. FaZe 9-3 up as we head into the second half of Ancient. Just one task in front of them, and that's getting through this series. The Rebels did very well to get into the group stage, but it's no easy task when you go up against one of the world's best, and they're experiencing what it's like to be on the receiving end of a FaZe stomping.
Yeah, they've drawn a really tough opponent in this opening game, and it's showing on the scoreboard. 9-3 in the favor of FaZe, who don't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. But Rebels going to switch over to the T side. Let's see what kind of tactics they bring to the table. Mid, quickly.
Yeah, I like it. Here we go.
Red room smoke is there. Brokey's going to be first contact. He turns away, so it's Frozen who's first contact, and here we go.
Nice shot, Frozen. Okay, nice flick up for that second. It's done. It's at least quick.
That's like that first push run on Nuke.
I just got flashback straight to that, just watching like triple kill through the smoke instantly. I mean, Rebels come into, you can't really say too much about it. They tried, and they didn't succeed. It's 5 players up for FaZe, 10 rounds on the board, and that might just be the series.
Yeah, nice shooting from Frozen. Really nice shooting. That second kill is a thing of beauty. 128 ADR for Frozen as well. Kerrigan's up there with 111 ADR. Shout out to the captain. Give him some credit. This is nice. Clotheslines, picks him out of the sky. And yeah, you aren't going anywhere. Not really much to be said about that one. M4s and MP9s out on the board for FaZe, but without plants, without kills, Rebels just sticking with the Glocks. They want to get one good gun round on this T side.
I like that. Don't throw away your chance of having a gun round for the sake of a force here.
Here's that aggression. Now, I mean, it's against unarmored Glocks, and FaZe know it. Rain steals the kill from Brokey with a nade.
This is what we're going to like to see. Rops is going to clean up nice and easily. There's 3 already. Make it 4, and Rops with the A4 does it. 11 for FaZe.
Now that's a professional right there.
You just know when you look at Rops in this. There's like zero issue. You know he's going to get them.
There's no panic, no spraying, just calm bursts. Knows he's got a massive advantage.
Tabbed out from RuneScape just to get the 4K, tab right back in.
He might actually be playing RuneScape at the same time.
That was pretty funny seeing that clip of while Olymp's on the server. It's put me into the Flamey mindset. It was funny years back seeing Flamey just kind of like chill playing other games while he's waiting for the game to start.
You say funny.
Yeah, funny looking back.
Brokey through the smoke is going to grab Olymp, making a mad dash for the boxes. Ain't going to get there in time.
There's Carrigan sprinting down that B ramp. Casey's under fire. At least gets one out of it, but Carrigan, no way he gets a second. Of course he does. Straight through that smoke.
That's what I mean. If FaZe is going to be that aggressive down the B ramp from Cave as well, it's just like, what are you really going to do? How do you really even start out any kind of a default?
That's their one good gun round, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, Olymp couldn't even get to the mid boxes. They haven't even escaped the double doors. Not even a chance to really sniff the bomb sites before FaZe shuts them down. It's SNX and Flay against 4.
Yeah, they got 4 flashes between them, a minute left. That's about the only positives I can give you at the moment. Maybe they can give us a few more. The issue is when they walk into Cave, Frozen's boosted up on the box. SNX nearly just got a double kill from spamming down. He took Brokey out of the round, and Carrigan was so low. So he nearly got 2 from that spam, and that would have drawn us right back into a 2v2 right away. But this angle, it's so difficult to clear, but he does it anyway. Frozen's gone, and somehow Rebels have pulled this one back.
Yeah, but Rops is flanking. SNX doesn't know, and SNX has the bomb. And he's really tucked into the cubby. He's got to make his move. Not a whole lot of time. That's a win. That's a win and a half. And now you get to bail out, go to the other side of the map. But Kerrigan's already on the jump, only with 12 HP.
Yeah, you try to outbrain Carrigan, he's going to be there already, but problem is the health, as you mentioned.
But SNX is kind of alone.
Yeah, true, he could deny the plant, couldn't he here? Oh, Carrigan stepping, making noise, and Flay is ready for the peak. I cannot believe they recovered that round.
Yeah, that kill on Rops from SNX is lovely. It's beautiful, just checking towards the ledge. Just one last one, something inside. Little spidey sense. So Rebels stay alive despite the calamity that was the start of this round. A fortunate spam.
It's nearly got 2.
A good clear. And then a heads-up check as you spin around and move towards Cave. Good reaction.
Bang, bang. Well, 11-4 Rebels to find themselves.
But again, this is prime for exactly what you enjoyed in the analysis between the maps, the cosmetic comeback, right? Like even like how long before this actually feels like a real comeback? How long before you get the sense that FaZe might actually lose it is the question. Kerrigan's got to turn around. Oh, and they double whammy him from 2 angles. Casey's got another one. And that's the middle of the map cracked open.
Olymp hearing the transition of Rops Interesting smoke, not quite going deep enough. Might not matter. Olim's red room position. Should be good enough for a kill here on that XM 1014, but Brokey drops a little further back. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Rebels have pumped the brakes. They don't want to make a mistake here.
Yeah, but it's also a shotgun. You just don't want to go into that.
Yeah, you don't want to walk near Brokey.
I ain't messing in with the XM. That's not what I'm here for.
The thing is, the XM's so unpredictable too. You could be like halfway down middle and it just gets a double headshot. Don't want to walk into that at all. And Olim's made some pressure happen over towards this A bomb site. He's come out of Donut. He could get there as that XM 1014 is leaving the temple. Ooh, he's going to look for it, and he's nailed the headshot. Is he ready for Rops? No, had a nade in hand, but that does confirm the position of Rops, and now Rain spamming back gives the position of the other, so Rebels can feel comfortable leaping onto the bomb site, and it's not like FaZe have a whole heap of utility available to get back into this, and they don't have a kit. And in a 2v4, you don't fancy their chances here.
No, not at all. They're going to try and fall back, and they're going to be able to get away with it. Smoke just clears, and Rops has already passed into safety. So 5th round for Rebels as these two M4s survive into the next round.
Maui said 13-6. We're now 1 away from getting that.
Loser of this match, which obviously it appears that it will end up being Rebels, but we'll see if they have a comeback. But the loser of this match is going to drop down to the lower bracket. They'll face off against Falcons, who lost the match earlier today.
Well, that's rough.
It was always going to be rough. I mean, I don't know if Rebels is probably on the list of teams that have made it into the group stage. You'd probably put them at the bottom.
Yes, absolutely. I think they were at the bottom even in the play-in.
So their draws were going to be rough regardless of who makes it through and who's going where.
So he's talking about smokes and flashes, Jason.
You can actually speak a little bit of Polish. Or not speak, but you can read.
Yeah, I can read a few words. I know, like, the food, and I can understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
And I know how to say, I'm sorry I don't speak Polish.
Okay.
And that's really all you need.
That'll get you through it.
Olim's got out through middle. Rain's pushing down the B lane, and they're about to clear out the cubby, and that's enough of a distraction set up for Olimp to get away with a kill. But here it comes into Rops, and we know how good it can be and how lethal his strike is. And it is just one. Frozen's with him. And Frozen has an MP9, so he wants to close down some of that space. And in the meantime, Brokey's fighting out a B lane. That's pulled the kills back to a 2v2. And Kissarek's waiting for that overextension, which is what comes his way. And Frozen has taken damage. He's down to 19. And he knows he's got a player pinned. But it doesn't matter because the reactionary flick is enough to bring him down due to the low HP.
Yeah, it got a little dicey there. All right. I would like to see Rebels close this gap before FaZe get to 12. Like, we were kind of at a similar position on Nuke. And then FaZe kind of got to, like, I think it was 12-6, actually. It might have actually been the straight-up scoreline, 12-7 maybe. And then once they get to 12, it just feels like, it feels so far away. But if you keep them at 11, that comeback, that hope of actually being able to take the map in regulation is still there driving you. And I want to see what Rebels can do with that. Give me like an 11-10.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be a nice scoreline.
That's what I want.
And then just, you want them to build up all the hope in the world and then crush them, Jason. Is that what
No, I just want to see what happens from there.
Well, that's what would happen.
11-10, I'm happy.
Sees that out for Rain. Or CZ, Jason. That is the one thing Americans do better, I think, in the English language.
Z?
Z. It just rhymes with all the other letters.
Okay.
A, B, C.
I've never really thought. X,
Y, Z.
I've actually been converted. Since we normally cast in Europe, I usually say CZ as an American. I've gotten used to it.
Yeah. CZZ. And Carrigan.
Woo!
Couple of Zs towards FaZe. He's asleep. Locked out of this one. 1 minute left. Smoke's going on up. And here comes Casey walking up the ramp. Nice shot. Carrigan's got another one. There's Deagle. It's got some potency. And finally, it is taken out by Kissarek. The kiss of death comes through as he gets a double. And now it's pistols on Rops and Frozen. And they're both on the right side of the map at the moment. If that bomb goes back in the middle, Rops has the chance to flank them, and it has to be effective. Oh, the dink is up. A lot of damage done, but he didn't get a single kill. Not a single frag going this way, and a good maneuver from Kisarek. But it has given Frozen somewhat of a chance here because players are low in front of him. There's the first execution for Frozen. 1
I think
He gets the second.
They think he's still in Temple.
Oh, they don't know he's there, and he gets behind that big box. Now they know exactly where he is. He doesn't sink his chance on it. There was obviously an opportunity there for Frozen.
Yeah, Rops almost blew that wide open. Good dinks with the 5-7. If he could have just cleaned up one of those kills, Frozen is sitting in a much nicer position. But it all starts out with those 2 dinks from Kerrigan. Those things were beautiful. Good double from Kisarek to keep it in control. And closing out the round. So a 7th and a second timeout used for Rebels.
That's my PE teacher right there. Let's go, boys.
What kind of pause do you think those are? How's your tracking?
Pause?
Yeah, on their shoulder. He had pause.
Oh, right. I didn't look at it, so my track is terrible.
It's too late now.
Yeah. I'm going to say long toes. We're going to go bear. We're going to go some sort of bear.
Sure.
Here's the AUG for Rops. Does love the AUG. Here comes Rebels towards A, right into that AUG. Ooh, this could be scary. This could be a meltdown. That little green crosshair. Ready to select its target.
Olem's lining up utility from way far back as well, but Rops might get a shot off before it comes in.
Oh, here we go. Rops sees enough, doesn't seize his chance until he sticks around, and it is a kill eventually on Casey. He'll drop into the Temple, and Frozen making quick work of Kisarek. Rops receives a grenade to the back pocket. He'll put that one away for later, but does lose half of his health. No plant yet coming through. Rebels not comfortable. And FaZe up 2 players here. It's not looking good until these kills come back. One more for Flay. Can't plant the bomb, but plenty of time to still fight. And Brokey's going to drop another. It's just Flay, and he's in a clutch, and it has to be incredible. And it's one step closer to being so. Just Kerrigan, and he doesn't know where he is. And from Temple, it is the kill. Kerrigan denies the clutch.
Oh, he was so convinced that was going to be a flank from A-Main. The B defender, he was so convinced Kerrigan was coming the long way around. We're not going to get that 11-10 scoreline. FaZe have put themselves on match point. 5 chances to close it out. So close in that Flay clutch. Some beautiful shots, but not enough.
And those are the rounds that are so frustrating for Rebels. Those are the rounds that could have given you that 11-10 scoreline you were hoping for, but now it's 12-7. The buy is battered on both sides. But Brokey can often break people with his AWP. And he's searching for that shot, for that flick up, but it's not going to happen. Flay off the top rope.
Oh, Casey tries to come through the smoke a little early. Kerrigan's ready and waiting for it. Smoke plumes. Flay takes the blind shot, can't land it.
Kerrigan up on Heaven. Has a little look around middle. No one there, no one from Rebels pressuring through mid. Instead, every single one of the Rebels' remaining players are outside of the B-bomb site.
And they have no smoke to put down at long, they have no smoke to put down at short. So you imagine Flay with the op at the moment is protecting them to cross over towards ramp. I would imagine at some point that's going to shift to allow them to set up. Good shot from Flay, now covering their entrance into the bomb site.
Another important frag from Flay, starting to feel it over the last 2 rounds, and Olin moves forward into a gap. The smoke wasn't up, and Frozen gets the kill. It's now a 3v3, and remember, there's still players over here for FaZe. Rain in particular looks to try and devastate them, but couldn't prevent the plant from happening. And Frozen's gonna land that shot. Now it goes back into the peak, and Flay walks into him. He gives his life away and puts his teammate in an impossible situation. He has to win a 1v2 against Rops and Frozen. There's easier clutches in this world. This certainly is not one of them, and SNX comes around the back, and Frozen detects the move, turns back, hits the headshot, and Frozen shows us what he can do on the AWP.
Yeah, FaZe come into IEM Katowice group stage and just handle business. They put Rebels away with ease, never in any danger, despite what some of the scorelines look a little bit close. This was FaZe from start to finish, showing some dominance. So coming in a good form, no cause for worry, and for Rebels, always going to be a tough task. But Kerrigan gets to start his Katowice campaign off right.
Yeah, Rebels come into the tournament, into the play-in with low expectations surrounding them. They exceeded them with a big victory over Cloud9 coming into the competition. They make it through to the group stage, and they have FaZe in front of them. It's a difficult task for any team in the world, and Rebels